howdy, my darling Pisces. How are you doing? So we're in today's general tarot reading for you, Pisces. We're going to be getting into your social life, your relationship reading. All right, so this could be platonic or romantic. We're going to be tapping into what's manifesting for you right now, what's going on for you in your life, and then we're going to end your tarot reading with some messages from your spirit guides, your ancestors, my beautiful Pisces, with an oracle reading. So if that is of interest to you, my beautiful Pisces, then keep on watching, darling. Alrighty here, Pisces. So you guys have been going through a lot here, darling. All right. I feel like you guys have been going through a major transformation. All right. Some of you guys, Pisces, might have been feeling as if you've gone through a major tower moment. All right. These tarot cards here, that the main setup that I have for you right now, the cards that I pulled, I am so excited for what's about to be coming. And we'll get into that in a moment, Cancer, or rather my Pisces. I apologize. But first things first, Pisces, let's get into the back of the deck energy here. With it is the Gemini card. I want to say with the Gemini card, with the Lovers card coming in for you, Pisces. All right. And so right off the bat, I feel like your main priority right now, Pisces, is just you're actively trying to find your tribe. Now, I know this card in the literal sense, I mean, it's the lover, right? And they're embracing, they're looking like they're about to be locking lips here, Pisces. But I know I'm going to sound ridiculous here, but I don't really feel like this is necessarily just about romantic love. All right. I feel like you're actively trying to make it more of a point to start surrounding yourself with people that are part of your tribe, people who you can be yourself around, Pisces. All right. And so since this is the back of the deck energy for you, I feel like this is someone that's going to be coming into your life. And then I pulled a couple more cards here confirming this. Here we have Pisces, the Emperor, with the Four of Wands. So right off the bat, I do feel like you guys are going to, like, y'all are destined to be connecting with someone that is themselves a boss as well. So this is not going to be someone, Pisces, that where it's like you're going to be attracting someone that you have to fix. I know that's something that some of you Pisces really suffer from doing, is where it's just like you are the epitome of being like, I can change them, Velka. They have so much potential, I can help them. Darling, this is not someone that you're going to be seeing and be like, oh, I can change them, Velka. You're going to be seeing them and be like, wow, I'm really inspired by this person here. Right, with that Emperor card. And then we have the Four of Wands. Now, yes, Pisces, the Four of Wands can have representation of marriage, but you know, you take out the romantic aspect of marriage and you think about the literal sense of like what it means, and it's like devotion for till death do you part with them, right? And so while I know it's not nearly that dramatic, Pisces, for you, I do feel as if you're meant to be really the next relationship that you have, socially, platonically, you know, whatever. I don't get into those type of labels, just like human to human connection, Pisces. This is going to be someone that you very much so, your ride or die, very much so someone that is going to be part of your life for a very long time. And I feel like this is coming in response, Pisces, for you. We have the Death card coming in with the Five of Pentacles in the reverse. So I feel like this connection comes forward to you because I do see this for you, where it's like you have been actively building up your confidence, getting over your insecurities. You might still be insecure about certain things about yourself, Pisces, but I do feel as if for you, like the insecurities that you were feeling like 6 months ago to now, it's not nearly as much. And I feel like for some reason, I feel like it's directly associated with some type of relationship in your life that made you feel that type of way. Maybe you had family in your life or people in your life that made you feel like you were boring or not worthy of as much love. Maybe you had people in your life that made you self-conscious about wanting affection and more attention, for Pisces. Whatever the case is, it doesn't really matter. That's in the past. But I do feel like you guys are going to be really attracting some type of boss. I keep on wanting to say boss in your field, so I'm not saying you're going to be with your boss. That's not what I'm saying at all, Pisces. What I see here, it's like someone that you are able to relate to. Maybe if you are, you know, let's say that you're in accounting or in finances, like I feel like this next person coming into your life is also someone that you really respect it from a financial point, right? Someone that's being like you see them, you're just like, oh wow, they know what they're doing as well. Like I feel like it's a nice change of pace, Pisces, where it's just like instead of being around people where you feel like you have to fix them, you're going to be around people that actually inspire you and motivate you to be a better version of yourself and be more of a master of your craft, right? If I had any Pisces in my chart, I would be directly looking for any other content creators that are in the spiritual scope, you know, tarot readers and stuff like that. So, you know, to apply this to your life of how it fits, Pisces, all right? So let's get into your general tarot reading now, which also, side note, by the way, real quick, Pisces, I just launched my new spiritual podcast. I have a link to it down below if you want to check it out, honey, and I would love to see you there. Anyways, let's get into your cards here. You have major arcana after major arcana. I know I saw these cards beforehand, but it now just is processing to me, Pisces, like how much is going on in here. So you have the Tower card, the Chariot, and the Strength card coming in here. So Pisces, I feel like you have been doing a lot of healing. All right, a lot of healing. I feel like you have started to do a lot of shadow work in relation to something like, for some of you Pisces, I feel like it's in relation to like your career, but for the majority of you, I feel like you had a major tower moment or been going through a lot of shadow work due with like relationships in your life. All right. I feel like you really have been working on yourself and actively growing and maybe trying to transform yourself. And then like as you continue coming into awareness, Pisces, and evolving, the people that are not able to also evolve that you've been keeping around you, you're starting to wake up to their toxic patterns and stuff like that, where you're just like, you know what, like I think it's time for me to go into bigger and better things here. And that's like directly what you need to be doing right now, Pisces. All right. I see you guys are very quickly distancing yourself from people that are just, you know, not of your vibration anymore. I always hate using vibration sometimes because I feel like people get caught up in like the high vibes, low vibes and stuff like just like, girl, bye. I just more so feel like it's time for you to be aligned, like get into alignment with people that are also of the same alignment. You know, you might have always been around people that don't have a spiritual belief system, and I feel like it's like your overdue time for you to be connected with people who also are just as spiritual as you are, so you don't have to dampen yourself any, so you can actually truly just speak your piece and not have to water yourself down to be around or to be more palatable around people. How does that word? Palatable, digestible, girl, I don't know how to say. You know what I'm trying to say, Pisces. Hopefully you do anyways. So let's start getting some clarifiers about this here. I just had all these cards come flying out, Pisces. So Six of Swords coming in here, clarifying your Tower card. So this lets me know that you are the one that did the Tower moment, Pisces, so you don't have to be freaking out, being like, Velca, I just had a major Tower moment in my life, I am not ready for another one, honey. Right? You are definitely the one that pulled the trigger and are actively moving away from things that just, you know, it just isn't for you anymore. You've outgrown your Tower, so it's time for you to move on to a new situation, right? The Ten of Swords coming in here on that Strength card, letting me know, Pisces, that you have completed or nearing completion of your healing of like the shadow work that you've been working on. Again, I feel like for you, Pisces, something has pushed you to the point of where you're just like, enough's enough, and that gave you some type of wake up call, Pisces, and being like, you know what, it's time to move into this new direction here. All right. And I feel like, you know, tens, I always say like you know, there's nothing after a 10, especially with the Ten of Swords. Like you can't fit any more swords into that person's back of that Ten of Swords. So it's like you suffered enough, Pisces. Now it's time to go into this new direction here, which would be Five of Cups on the Chariot card. Kind of like a message here, Pisces, which I feel like you don't need to hear already, but on some level, sometimes it's nice to just get that affirmation where it's just like, it's time for you to just be full speed ahead. Don't be looking back in the past and be like, oh, you know, should I come back for this person, or should I, you know, don't be looking in the past. There's nothing left for you in the past. That's why you had that Tower moment. You know, when the Tower falls, don't waste your time picking through the rubble, seeing what it is that you can save. Let that Tower moment have its moment and just keep moving into this new direction, Pisces. All right, because this is truly where you're meant to be right now. You're doing it, you're exactly where you need to be. You're going exactly where you need to be going, even though right now it might not be the most pleasant of feelings because of everything that you're having to release and move on from. So now, Pisces, let's get into your social reading today. You know, your relationship reading, which is the Five of Swords and Five of Wands, and then the Knight of Cups coming in here. All right, there's been a lot of complications, I feel like, Pisces, when it comes to trying to have new relationships in your life. All right, romantically and platonically. I feel like it's been really an uphill battle for you to try to connect and make new friendships. And I feel like part of it is because you just been having a lot going on. You've been having to do damage control in your own personal life, where it's like, you know, on paper, it sounds fabulous to make new friendships and stuff, but it's just like I feel like you haven't had the capacity, you haven't had the bandwidth to really give yourself to new connections, Pisces. Five of Swords here. Yeah, you just been dealing, or yeah, you just been dealing with a lot here. I do feel like Pisces, on some level, while it's yes, you have like, I feel like Pisces, you keep yourself busy, especially because of everything going on right now. I feel like your coping mechanism is work, and your coping mechanism is just keeping busy, so you don't have to really think about things too much. Even if you keeping busy is just you playing video games, right? I feel like you have been really making it a point to, and this is not calling you out, but kind of calling you out, Pisces, where it's like you really have been like detaching yourself and not really engaging with the world, because it's just like, that's just, you don't want, you just want to exist, right? So Pisces, I am saying here, darling, when you see that Knight of Cups coming in here, all right, there's definitely some person coming into your life here, and I feel like you'll know who is going to be worth your time, just as long as it's not from someone from your past. All right, Pisces, I feel like you need to put a more of a focus on making it more of a priority to use new connections as a distraction. All right, start paying attention to who's making an appearance in your life at this current point in time. Seven of Swords coming in here, because the reality is, Pisces, I'm not going to sugarcoat this, you still, like, again, like, you're always going to be having stuff to be managing for a while, just because of the very fact that you've been going through, there's so much going on in your life currently that, you know, for the foreseeable future, honey, you're going to just still be dealing with stuff. You're going to be active. Like, you're always going to be busy. All right. Not a good thing or a bad thing. It's just being busy with a lot of things in your life. Right. And so that means you're always going to find a reason to be like, oh, I just don't, you like, I feel like you need to make the conscious effort to engage with people. And I feel like you already know who's going to be worth engaging with. Yeah. Three of Wands coming in here. And then the Two of Cups coming in. You've already have seen signs of this person. So I do feel like they're already in your awareness, Pisces, due to that Three of Wands here. And so I feel like for you, you are going to be starting to make more of a point in connecting with that person or persons in your life now. And so, and I feel like it's partially because they keep on making an appearance in your life still. It's like y'all have crossed paths before, y'all are acquaintances, Pisces. And it's just like, it's after such a long time, you're just like, you know what, this person has stayed in my life here, obviously they're here for a reason, let me see what's going on here, and let me see what's up. All right, so that's what I see for you in your social situation, Pisces. Now let me wrap up your tarot reading with an oracle reading now, Pisces, and then I'll let you go and have you enjoy the rest of your Wednesday, darling. All right, so your oracle, this is going to be your messages from your spirit guides and ancestors, starting out with the Mouse spirit, number 40 equaling to 4 in numerology, Pisces. So write down the number 4, see what messages that has for you in numerology this week. Excuse me. But this card says, tend to the small things, the Mouse spirit. And again, I feel like this is more so like, yeah, Two of Wands coming in here, and then the Seven of Wands. This is more so paying attention to the small signs, Pisces. So I don't feel like like people that are going to be coming into your life that you're meant to be connecting to, they're not going to be coming in such a dramatic way, Pisces, where they're just like, hey, I want to be friends with you, I want to have a relationship with you, Pisces, right? I don't feel like it's that flamboyant. I feel like it's more so like, you know, like you just consistently run into them, whether it's at the store, whether it's like something reminds you of them, like they keep on being brought up into your awareness. And so I feel like you need to follow those clues, follow those signs, because clearly your spiritual team has something in mind with you and this person here. All right, so let's give you your moon oracle card for today, Pisces, which is the last quarter moon in Gemini. All right, clearing your mind. All right, so as I was just saying for you, Pisces, yes, you do have a lot going on, and I see in your future you still are going to constantly be busy. All right, not a bad thing whatsoever, but I think there is a point in time where you need to make a conscious effort, and like, when you leave work or when you finish work, leave work there and have, like, you know, you got to turn off your brain on some point in time. So it's like you're not spending your entire life, your entire day constantly stressing about family, constantly stressing about work or what have you. You need to like shut off your brain. And so that way you can start living other parts of your life and developing other facets of your life, because I feel like there's something that's just been all consuming going on that's really has hindered your growth, hindered your progression in certain facets. So that's the weekly tarot reading that I have for you today, Pisces. Hopefully something in here resonated, and I'll connect to you sometime in the near future. Bye, darling.